But you're not even on paper. So the arrangement is okay, okay, I know. Oh, yeah. EPS center is not there. But I don't have to worry about it. You can't go on to that.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge on this morning. We are ready to get started with our docket. I'm starting with my 8:30 a.m. matters, which are formal hearing. And so are the parties here on Sadier Abro? They are not. On Ayad Al-Khamisi. They are not. On Tiffany Appleton.
Yes, I am here, Judge, on behalf of Miss Appleton. My name is Dove Lustig.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you one more time.
My apologies. My name is Dove Lustig on behalf of Miss Appleton. My P number for your clerk is 51250.
Thank you, Mr. Appleton. We will check. No, I'm sorry, counsel. We
Yes.
will check you in on Miss Appleton. And good morning in the courtroom, Miss Mack, and to the officer who is serving on today.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Your Honor.
Good morning.
Officer Washington.
All right, Officer Washington, thank you so much for serving on today. I appreciate you. Ms. Mack, if you could call the city's law department and let them know that we have an attorney here on an 8:30 formal hearing.
Yes, Judge, I've already contacted the city attorney and they said give them about 5 minutes, they'll be on.
All right, awesome. And so I will make sure that you all have co-host abilities. Ms. Wilson, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone.
I'm going to give you co-host, and then let's get the defense counsel as well as the prosecutor. Let's get everybody into the breakout room so that they can talk. I also have an 8:30 matter for Al-Qarad Awad. Al-Qarad Awad, have those parties, any party checked in on that particular matter? All right, I have called my 8:30 docket. The people were not here. Other than on Appleton, they will have to wait for me. On my 8:35 a.m. docket, I have Ali Al-Khalidi. Are the parties here for the formal hearing? Ali Al-Khalidi. The parties have not checked in. And then I, an 8:35 a.m. matter, Ms. Mack, that's going to be with Mr. Mott. We should be his completion today. Has Mr. Mott joined us in the courtroom?
It looks like he just signed on, Judge.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Mott. Can you hear me? Do we have Do we have the Wednesday specialty court case manager on?
I don't see them, as of yet.
All right, well, it's not quite 8:35, probably. It's just turned 8:35. All right. And so if you could let them know that Mr. Mott is on, his matter is scheduled for 8:35, and I'd like to do his matter first. The remainder of my
Okay,
day
yes.
is scheduled for 8:45. And so I am going to start with promotions. If those individuals are on this morning, I have, I believe, 2 promotions on this morning. I'm going to start by having, I'm sorry, I need to address the Wayne County Jail. My apologies. Good morning to you at the Wayne County Jail.
Your Honor. I
Good
have 3 people here for you today. I have a Miss Kathy Clerk, Dwayne Cicero, and also a Curtis Smith.
Right. Very good. And so I need to, Ms. Mack, if we could tell the individuals at the in the Wednesday specialty court, the Wayne County Jail is on. If they can get on, let's get into these breakout rooms and work some things out so we can know what we're doing.
I have Mr. Curtis Smith before you right now.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Mr. Smith. All right. And then we're waiting for the case managers to get on. They're not scheduled. Mr. Smith wasn't scheduled till 9 o'clock. Kathy Clerk was scheduled at 10. We're going to work with your schedule. We do have All Rise that's in our national board that's in this today, and they are conducting interviews. We scheduled those interviews with our staff members around the docket. And so it may be a little bit of a wait today. I'm going to really try to see if we can get you all done, but we scheduled those times because we had some other stuff going on this morning. So, but give us a second. Let's see what we can do. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. I am going to indicate to everyone that's coming into the courtroom, if you want your case to be called in the order that it should be called in according to your phase that you're in, I'm going to ask you to turn on your camera. If you need to turn it off to do something, make sure you turn it back on. I'm not searching for people. I'm not calling you if you are dressed inappropriately. If you're laid up in your bed, I'm not going to call your case. And so I'm giving everybody an opportunity. I know it's Monday, and we are often brand new on Mondays. And so I'm going to go ahead and go with that flow. I don't talk to people in their beds, in their pajamas, and all of that stuff. I just don't do that. I have to come before you presentable. And so you have to come before me presentable. Respect is a two-way street. And so please turn on your cameras. Please be presentable. Case managers, I'm not going to correct your people. I need you all to correct your people. So I'm going to have y'all wait till the end of my docket too. If your people not right, you'll be waiting till the end of my docket as well. You with your people. All right. So that's how I'm rolling today. I'm going to have the attorneys, please place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Specialty Court, Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning. Your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. Let's see. I have Mr. Griffin. You're up first.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin on behalf of Sobriety Court this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. And I know that you have 2 promotions on this morning. Are there any preliminary matters? Additional preliminary matters?
No, Mr. Murray is on, and Mr. Petricola is in the courtroom, Your Honor.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's go to Ms. Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, case manager for Specialty Court, and I do not have any preliminary matters this morning.
All right. Thank you, and good morning to you. All right. Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court. And I also do not have any preliminary matters this morning.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning.
And thank you. And then Mr. Green, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Demetrius Green, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, thank you, Mr. Green. Good morning to you. Mr. Green, you should know that the Wayne County Jail is already on. They have 3 people this morning, Curtis Smith, Mr. Cicero, and I think I don't know if Mr. Cicero, which court Mr. Cicero was in, and also Miss Kathy Clerk. And so I'd like you to go in a breakout room with the Wayne County Jail. And then after I work through some of my regular specialty court or today's specialty court, I will be ready to hear what your recommendations are, or the Wednesday team's recommendations are. Okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. And so, you know what I'll do, Mr. Green? Mr. Green, I'm going to give you co-host capability so that you can go ahead and do that. Go into the breakout room with the Wayne County Jail, and I'm going to ask the Wayne County Jail to accept that invitation from Mr. Green. You good with that, Mr. Green?
Oops. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's do it. I am going to start first with my promotions. I have up for promotion Mr. James Murray. Good morning to you, Mr. Murray. I have case number 22280-129 FH. State your full name for me, Mr. Murray. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Unmute for me.
James Murray.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Murray. How are you this morning?
Morning, Your Honor. I'm doing excellent.
That's wonderful. Mr. Griffin, did you for promotion? Are you ready?
Believe so. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, you are ready. Mr. Griffin informed us that you are doing very well, that you have been following all of the guidelines for the program and working your program, that you are not having any issues. And so I want to hear from you. Are you ready to go to the next phase?
That is correct, Your Honor. I believe that all of the lessons, skills, and really life managing abilities that I've gained from this program, I do believe that I'm ready to be promoted.
All right, awesome. Come on, Mr. Griffin.
Okay, Your Honor, Mr. Murray's been with us since May the 22nd of 2022. He's on the 24 contract. He's in phase 4 of a 5-phase contract. Mr. Murray, since he's been with us, been working really hard. He completed his outpatient treatment, but does have aftercare services and does see a recovery coach. He's been testing, all tests have been negative. He has the interlocking installed in his car. No violations have been reported. He has completed his classes, community service, paid his costs, been working really hard, and like I said, he comes by and speaks to me when he's in the building. We have some great conversations from where he started at and where he's at today. So just to see him mature as a young man and just do the things he do, accepting responsibility, that was a big thing. So he's accepting responsibility. He's got a better relationship with his family. He has a thriving business. So this program, like you said, has really worked for him. He didn't let the program work him. He worked with the program, learned a lot about himself. And I think he's going to continue, and he's willing to give him back. He's been reaching out to people, trying to get other people help that he sees in the community that needs help. So at this time, Your Honor, I'd like to recommend Mr. Murray for a promotion to phase 5.
All right, very good. During our staffing, there were no objections as to Mr. Murray being promoted to phase 5. Mr. Murray, you have been in compliance with my order. And so I want to congratulate you on the progress that you've made, and I want you to continue to work hard. Can I get you to do that?
Yes, Your Honor, most definitely.
All right, awesome. If no questions from Mr. Murray, I want to give you Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, what do you want to add?
Thank you, Judge. I would just say congratulations, Mr. Murray. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. You're doing a great job. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, Attorney Reed.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Murray, you hit the ground running. You took this program seriously. I just want to say, as an attorney, I'm very proud of you, sir. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so now, Mr. Murray, you're not gonna see me as often, but you will continue to stay connected to your case manager. And, and I will see you, it'll be in a few weeks, but just know we're here. See what's this, okay?
Sounds good. Looking forward to it, Your Honor. Thank you again. Have a great day.
To give you your next date before we celebrate you, I am going to have your next date is going to be a face-to-face with Mr. Griffin. And that is going to be on October 23rd, 2023. That'll be at 1:30 p.m. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Wonderful. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Murray on his promotion to our final phase. Congratulations, Mr. Murray. Congratulations to you. Very proud of you, young man. All right. Keep going. Okay.
Will do.
All right. Awesome. You are all set and free to leave. I'm going to do one more promotion, then I'll go back and Ms. Walker, are we ready on Attorney Lustig's case?
I need to speak with him, Judge.
I'm sorry.
I still need to speak with him.
Okay. All right. Please do so. Thank you and good morning to you. All right.
Good morning.
Ms. Taylor, I don't know if you need to go in that breakout room or are you on for Mr. Mott's completion?
I have no idea, Your Honor. I have a lot on the docket today. I don't even know who's in the breakout room.
You know, our system.
People from the jail.
Yeah, can you put me in there so I can see what's going on?
Okay. Why don't you do Mott's completion real quick? Isn't he completing today?
No, Mr. Mott is going to phase 5.
Phase 5, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Mott. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that to you. All right. So can we do his promotion? And then that way that'll free you up for a second. Now, Mr. Mott, don't you be like that. You know why you just going to phase 5. I can't even. Come on, somebody needs to mute themselves. Let's go, Mr. Mott. Let's do your phase 5 promotion. I have for Mr. Mott, Z8058231. Mr. Mott, state your full name for the record. I can't hear you. You're muted. Unmute for me.
Eric Vincent Mott.
All right. Mr. Mott, I'm sorry that I said you were completing today. I should have said you were promoting today.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yes, a little let down though.
Mr. Mott knew he was going to phase 5. Come on.
I know, Mr. Mott, your case manager has kept you abreast of every move.
The judge is the rule. When she said she was letting me go, I went for it.
No, y'all can't do that to me. I have over 150 cases that I try to keep up with.
I'm okay with it. I can keep
You're
on.
going to give me some grace this morning. Give me some grace.
I'm gonna give you some grace.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm great. I'm great.
All right. You go into phase 5. And so that is our final phase. You still need to do what you're supposed to do. You still need to build on those positive things that you've learned and those positive behaviors that you've taken on. You need to continue to build on them. And then you will be ready to complete. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so let's do it. Ms. Jasmine, place your appearance on the record and then tell us why you have recommended Mr. Mott for promotion to phase 5.
Yes, Jasmine Taylor, Specialty Court Case Manager. Mr. Mott has been recommended for phase 5. He has been in phase 4, the minimum required 90 days. He does have the minimum required 60 days of sobriety. He is engaged in his treatment and attending regularly. He is in compliance with the supervision. He is engaged in recovery support groups and pro-social activities. So he is ready to move along to that final phase.
Maybe this is one of them.
All right, awesome. Mr. Mott, you did it. I know it wasn't easy, but
Yes,
you did it. All right, tell us something that's different about you since you've come into this program.
well, my life has changed. I started traveling. I'm not behind in my rent, my car notice pay. I have car insurance. I have driver's license. You guys have really changed my life for the better, for the better.
Yes, and you're making good decisions, you're making good moves for yourself. You're not having contact with the court system or the criminal justice system. You are doing a fantastic job, Mr. And so I am so proud of you. Listen, you're getting promoted. You're going to have a face-to-face with Miss Jasmine on October 25th, 2023. I'll see you after that, maybe a week or so after that. And Mr. Mott, I just want to congratulate you. I am so proud of you. And I want you to keep up the great work, okay?
Well, thank you. I will. Thank you, Judge.
All right, I need everybody to join me in celebrating Mr. Mott on his promotion to phase 5. Congratulations, Mr. Mott.
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you.
Thank
I'm so proud of you. All right, take good care of yourself, and you'll see Miss Jasmine on October 25th, okay?
Okay, sure will. Thank you.
Awesome, you are all set.
Okay,
All
bye-bye.
right, thank you, Miss Jasmine. And then if you could go into that breakout room, find Mr. Green and go right. You have the ability to do so. All right,
Thank
I'm going to go to my next promotion. I have Mr. Patricola. Mr. Patricola, if you could join us at the podium, please. I have for Vincent Patricola, case number C211336A. If we could adjust that camera and have Mr. Patricola, please place your name on the record for me.
Vincent Patricola, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Patricola. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing very well. You are getting promoted this morning. Are you excited about that?
Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. Are you ready to be promoted? Are you ready to be promoted?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Absolutely.
All right, very good. You have worked very hard. You have been following this court's order. You've been making some good decisions for yourself. How's the community garden going?
Good. We're winding it down now, so it's about to kind of go into its winter phase.
I understand. I definitely understand. All right. You don't have any issues or concerns to report this morning?
No, everything's been great.
All right. Awesome. Then I am going to have Mr. Please place on the record why you are recommending Mr. Patricola for promotion. You may proceed.
Okay, Your Honor, this is Mr. Vincent Patricola. Mr. Patricola came to us on May the 10th, 2022. He had a 24 contract. He's currently in phase 4 of a 5-phase program, Your Honor. Since Mr. Patricola has been with us, he's completed outpatient treatment, still have recovery service, recovery coach. He's continued to test twice a week, tests been negative. He completed his classes. He came up today, made another payment towards his cost, so he just about finished paying off his costs. He's been employed throughout the program. He does have an interlock in his car. He has no violations with the interlock.
Very cool.
Since day one, when he came to the program, he knew he had a lot riding on there, so he came and said he was willing to work the program, wasn't no buy-in or anything like that, didn't have to convince him. He knew that this was something that he needed, and he just been working it, no problems with him whatsoever since he's been in the program. He's always asking what can he do more of, and which I appreciate. He enjoyed the meetings and everything about his sobriety. So at this time, Your Honor, I would like to recommend him for promotion to phase 5 of our 5-phase program.
All right, very good. Ms. Reed, Mr. Fikes.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, sir, on the promotion. Thank you for coming into the building this morning. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Congratulations again, sir. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Fikes, or did he leave out? I don't see him. All right, there we go. He's probably working in another courtroom with us. All right, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Patricola on his promotion to Phase 5. Congratulations, Mr. Patricola. Yes, you should be so proud of yourself. All right, very good. Let me give you your next date. You are going to, 1 second. You are going to have a face-to-face, and that is going to be on October 23rd, 2023, and that'll be at 1:30 p.m. Did you get that?
Yes, indeed.
All right, very good. It's so good to see you, Mr. Patricola. Continue to work hard. Very, very proud of you, and I'll see you next time, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, and thanks to everybody for being so professional and awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. You have been so kind and easy to work with. So thank you, Mr. Patricola. All right.
Enjoy.
All right. Let's keep going. Are we ready on any of the 8:30s or 8:35s?
Yes, Judge, we're ready on Tiffany Appleton.
All right. I am going to call, and then I'm going to phase 4. I have for Ms. Appleton, Tiffany Appleton, SP 149-30821 for the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
Dove Lustig on behalf of Miss Appleton, Judge.
All right, thank you. How are the parties proceeding this morning?
Judge Corporal McCree is in the courtroom. If I could have him put his video on and put his name and badge number on the record.
Corporal Jamie McCree, badge 2865.
All right, good morning, Corporal.
Good morning.
Judge, the people would amend this to speeding 1 to 5 over.
Up on a plea, entering a plea of responsible to 11 to 15.
Correct.
No, the responsible pleas to 1 to 5, and then the 11 to 15 is dismissed.
No, you have to plead to the face of the charge, and then I will amend it to 1 to 5 speeding. Okay?
Sure. You got it.
Wonderful. And so, counsel, you have the authority to accept responsibility on behalf of your client that while he was operating a car in the city, was operating a car in the city of Detroit, that she was going 11 to 15 miles per hour over the speed limit.
Yes.
All right, then I'm going to accept that plea of responsible. I'll amend the charge to speeding 1 to 5 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, and the statutory fine is $125. How quickly can your client get that paid?
If you could put it in for 14 days, that would be great. I'm sure I can have it paid.
Absolutely. Please make sure your client gets this matter paid before I review it on, let's see, that I would review it on October 20th, 2023. October 20th, 2023, and I'll review it at 10:30 a.m. As long as she gets it paid before that date and that time, the matter will be closed. If not, the original charge will be reinstated and it'll go into default. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Do you have anything else ready from 8:30?
No, Judge, I believe I need to speak to Counsel McCool. So I'm just having trouble seeing him on my list. Oh, there he is. Okay, I'll move him to a breakout room.
All right.
Yes, and I'm trying to get Amir Al-Khalidi into breakout room 2. This is Paula Cole. I'm sorry, Judge. I was trying to get Amir Al-Khalidi in breakout room 2 with me.
All right. Make sure, reach out to my clerk. Ms. Mack, if you all heard that, if you could accommodate Ms. Cole, that would be great.
Thank you, Judge.
You're very welcome. All right. I am ready. I am going to go to my phase 4 folks, and I have up first Andre Jones. Good morning, Mr. Jones.
Good morning.
All right. I have case number 2130190. State your full name for me, Mr. Jones.
Andre Jones.
All right. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm getting over a cold right now, but I'm straight.
Ooh, okay. Well, you so healthy. What are you doing to get over it? 'Cause you need to be doing it, sir.
It's only been 2 days, so it's just the seasons. I'm still not free from sinuses and all that season
I
change.
know. And I'm just trying to find out what are you doing that's healthy to get you past the cold. That's what I'm trying
Just
to find
water,
out.
no medicine, nothing like that. Just
Right.
water, just sweating it out. That's all. That's all you can do.
There you go. I
That's
asked you that question on purpose. Yeah.
yeah. Got to
Because
keep
people
that
always
before.
think they have to pop a pill for something. So
No,
sometimes it's water and sweating it out, right?
yeah, that's all I do.
There you go. I love it. I love it. How are you doing working your program, Mr. Jones?
Good, no complaints. It's going smooth. I believe I'm moving on up, and yeah, I'm proud about that.
And you should be, as you should be. Listen, I know that you are in school. Are things going well with school?
Yeah, it's still going well. I'm going to take a break after this semester, but still top of the class. I usually pull more work around the holidays, so my pockets don't be empty. So I'm taking a little break next semester.
You
Picking
take
up.
care of business. Yes, you are taking care of business. I love it. I love it. All right. And then did you get mom all moved in?
Mom stuff is moved in. I'm just waiting on her. Her lease will be up at the end of this month, and she will be here. So that's going smooth too. So, like I said, I got no complaints. Life is going as I've been trying to keep it going, and that's good.
Very good. Very good. All right, Mr. Jones, you have any questions for the team today?
No, I don't.
All right. I heard you got promotion on your job.
Yeah, I was doing housekeeping and maintenance, but now I'm just full maintenance out of training. So they calling me for more problems.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations to you. You are such a hard worker, Mr. Jones. I'm so proud of you. And you are continuing to work this program. So I want you to continue to do it. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Who has Mr. Jones's case?
That's my case, Your Honor. And we did get an opportunity to stop this case, and Mr. Jones is doing fine. No new updates or anything. He's in compliance with your orders at this time, and he continued to work hard, and I'm working on things in phase 4 so we can get him to phase 5. But other than that, he's in compliance at this time, Your Honor.
Awesome. All right. Anything else asked to Mr. Jones from the team?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Jones, keep up the good work. I know you'll get over that cold soon.
Yeah.
Have a good day, sir. Thank you.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Jones, you're doing it in all phases, your work, your school, your mom. You should be very proud of yourself because we're very proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes, we are. All right, Mr. Jones, you are going to have your next meeting will be October 23rd, and that's going to be at 1:30 p.m. Okay.
That was 23rd.
October 23rd. Yes, sir.
Got you. Thank you.
All right. You're in great shape. Keep up the great work you're doing. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will.
All right. Awesome. Let's keep going. I am going to go now to, give me 1 second, to Angelica Rios. I have for Miss Rios, case number 200-445-1801. Miss Rios, please state your full name for the record.
Angelica Rios.
All right, good morning. How are you this morning?
Morning, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, doing very well. How are things working out with you, Miss Rios?
Okay. I've been doing better with my, my health, just trying to stay healthy.
Okay, very good, very good. And you are still working the program, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are you having any issues at all?
Nope, not at this time. I'm doing good.
All right, tell me what's different about you, Miss Rios, since you've been working this program.
Just trying to stay out of trouble and, stay healthy, especially for the kids, that's my main reason, be here for the kids and not getting any trouble.
Okay, what else are you doing? Pro-social or active wise? What's the day-to-day for you?
Basically, I really don't do too much because I don't get out a lot because, trying to take care of myself, and I've been having, I had to start some new medicine for my bones. So I try not to do too much because I ain't trying to break no more bones. But, just taking care of the kids and making sure they're going to school and stuff besides, doing me what I'm supposed to do. And then working the program.
Okay. Mr. Griffin, I think that we talked about in staffing that she's been approved to do 32 hours of community service to reduce fines and costs. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. I'll get her signed up with the proper people in probation today.
Wonderful. Ms. Mack, if you could also include in the ROA that she has been allotted an opportunity to do 32 hours of community service to reduce her fines and costs, that would be great. And so I look forward to getting some feedback about how that works out for you. Okay, Ms. Rios?
Yes, thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, Your Honor, like you said, we did get an opportunity to staff this case. We did discuss some things. We'll have further conversation with Ms. Rios regarding those things that we did discuss in staffing. And I will update you on anything that we did discuss once I talk to Ms. Rios in our next staffing, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Ms. Rios, did you have any questions or concerns that you needed to raise with the team?
Nope, not right now.
All right, I'm going to give you a next date of October 23rd, 2023, and that's going to be at 1:30 p.m., okay?
Okay. That's a face-to-face, or is that?
Yes, 1:30.
Okay.
All right, you're in great shape. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, was there anything you wanted to add as to Ms. Rios?
Just keep up the good work, Ms. Rios. We know it's a challenge. It's not easy, but you're working the program. Have a good day and be safe. Thank you, ma'am.
Too.
And I just want to affirm what Mr. Reed said, Ms. Rios. You are doing a great job. You're doing it day to day. So keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right, you've got your next date. You are free to leave.
Okay, you have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, before I go to phase 3, somebody's hand up, but you have to turn on your camera to address me. All right. Ms. Walker, did you have anything else ready?
Yes, Judge, we're ready with Attorney McCool's case.
All right, that's Sadia Abro. I have case number SP 147-80341 for the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney on behalf of Sadir Abro.
Say your name one more time, counsel.
Sure, it's Attorney Ron McCool, P number 82231.
All right, thank you and good morning to you. All right, how are the parties proceeding? Today is the date scheduled for formal hearing.
Yes, Judge. Officer Turner is present. If he could turn on his camera and state his name and badge number. I've had a little trouble connecting with Officer Turner, but the people are amending this case to blockading traffic.
Upon an entry of a plea of responsible for disregarding a red signal.
Correct.
All right, thank you. And so, Attorney McCool, do you have the authorization from your client to plead responsible that while in the city of Detroit, your client was driving and disregarded a red signal?
I do have that authority, Your Honor, so he does plead responsible.
Thank you. I'll accept that plea of responsible. I'll amend the matter to blockading traffic, and I'll assess the statutory fine in the amount of $175. How quickly can your client get that paid?
If you can place it for 2 weeks, that would be wonderful.
Sounds good. I will schedule this for a review October 20th, 2023. That will be at 10:30 a.m. As long as your client gets it paid, they do not need to return to court. The matter will be closed Failure to pay, however, will result in the charge of being reinstated, the original charge, and then it'll be placed in default. Okay?
Thank you.
Judge, I see Officer Turner. He could put his name and badge number on the record, please.
Yes, ma'am. Officer Turner, badge 4547.
All right. Thank you and good morning, officer.
Good morning.
All right. We are all in good shape. You are free to leave. Thank you so much.
Judge, what would be the disposition?
I'm sorry.
Disposition of this case. I'm sorry. I didn't hear it.
They entered a plea of responsible and the charge was amended to blockading traffic.
Yes. All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Be safe, officer.
You too.
Okay, Ms. Walker, any other 830s or 835s ready?
The only other one, Judge, that I have, and I don't see that person here. I'm sorry, I clicked the thing off. Oh, Al Kasami, is that person here?
Where
I
are you
don't.
getting- Oh, yes, I see. Okay, I called earlier. Nobody was here on that one.
Okay, so Judge, I believe mine are complete. The other two belong to Ms. Cole.
All right.
And we're ready on Elka.
Hold on. I have three. I'm sorry, Ms. Cole. I have three. You said two. I have three. So make sure the city doesn't have one before you leave out. All right. Let's go, Ms. Cole. You have Al. Who do you have?
I can't pronounce it.
Al-Khalidi.
Al-Khalidi.
All right. Let's do it. Ms. Walker, are you good?
Yes, Judge, Awad and Al, the one she just said, those two are Ms. Cole's. I've done two of my three and the third one's not answering, so I believe I'm good.
Gotcha. All right. I just didn't want to keep having to bother you. All right. There.
Okay, Judge, can I be placed in the breakout room with Ms. Walker?
Okay, Ms. Walker.
Sure, of course.
All right. Very good. All right, Ms. Cole, I have case number SX 426788841 for the people.
Paula Cole on behalf of the people.
Thank you for the respondent.
Attorney Amir Al-Khalidi on behalf of the respondents.
All
And
right.
Sergeant Martin is here as well. I just wanted the record to read.
Yes, Sergeant Martin, thank you. Please place your name and badge number on the record.
Sergeant Dan Martin, badge 409.
Thank you and good morning. All
Good
right.
morning.
How are the parties proceeding?
Your Honor, we're going to ask for an adjournment on this one. We've got a chance to speak in a breakout room, and I think we're going to have a plea, but we just wanted to get in a brief adjournment if possible, maybe 30 days.
Oh, that's not a brief adjournment. What's the reason for the brief adjournment? Or the adjournment?
We can do 2 weeks, is fine.
He's going to take the Better Drivers course, and we're going to amend the ticket. If he takes the betterdrivers.com, as I
Yes.
was recommending.
So Better Drivers is online. Can your client get that done within the next 2 weeks? Maybe 3 weeks?
That's fine. It's more of my schedule, Your Honor, not him. But okay, I can make that work. I have a trial starting October 24th. It's in circuit court. It's a 3-day trial. But in any event, I
Get it
can
done
make
before the 24th?
I can make that work. Yes.
All right, so can we do it with the 23rd just for the, if you all come at 8:30, 8:35, we'll be ready to go. Can we review it on the 23rd?
Sure.
Would that
That's
work
fine.
for you, counsel?
That's fine for me. Does Sergeant Martin need to return?
Not if you all are gonna, if his client is gonna do the Better Drivers course and
Yes.
enter. a plea.
Great.
So counsel, does that work for you?
Yes. Thank you, Judge.
Wonderful. So then I'll grant the request to adjourn. I'll adjourn it to October 23rd, 2023, and that will be at 8:30 a.m. Anything else for my consideration?
Thank you, Judge. Have a
Not from
wonderful
the people, Your Honor.
All right.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
Can the council call the courtroom so I can get his email to send the information for the driver's course?
Do you want me to put it in the chat or do you want me to call it?
You can put it in the chat, just put it to Miss Mac, the clerk, please.
Okay, I will try to do that. And then if I can't do it in the chat, what's a good number to call?
313.
Okay.
965 2280.
2280. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
You're very welcome. Let's go to, are we ready on Awad?
I haven't spoken. If there's an attorney on that, I haven't spoken with him.
Has anyone checked in, Miss Mack or Miss Wilson, on Awad?
Not that I can see, no ma'am.
I have actually
ma'am.
I'm walking over to court and I'll check in your courtroom.
It's no one in here.
There's no one there. All right, then you
No.
are all set. I'm not certain who's checking in now at 9:06 but I'm gonna move back to my specialty court docket. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, I am ready now. I'm going to move to my phase 3 people. And I have up for phase 3. I have Miss Rowe is in phase 3. Good morning, Miss Rowe.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, you know why I thought what I thought, right?
Yes, I'm like, huh?
Okay, yeah, come on, girl, we airing, we live, streaming live on YouTube. So, all right, if you say so, here we go. Here we go. I have for you case number SP 129-8290, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 135-31341, and case number 220-575-5201. Ms. Rowe, please state your full name for me.
Siobhan Rowe.
All right, how are you this morning, Ms. Rowe?
I'm good. I'm just not getting off work. I just got off at like 7, so I'm sleepy, but I'm
Oh.
here.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't want you to be too tired.
Yeah, I work
Get
from
some
11 to 7 at some nights at Amazon. Remember I was telling you. So
Yeah.
last night was one of those nights that I worked from 11 to 7. So I just stayed up for court. I mean, I'll be okay.
All right. Well, hopefully you'll get some rest, okay?
Okay, I get it when we get done.
All right. You've been having any issues working your program?
No, not working my program, just with like my house. I may have to move. I don't know if this guy that I was doing a land contract, I think he wants to just sell it. So I've been going through some stuff with him with my house, but other than that, everything's fine.
Okay. All right. How are the kids?
Oh, they're wonderful. Everything's going good with them. My baby finally got off the passy.
Oh, okay. Are they still with your aunt?
Oh no, they're back home now.
They're back home. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. And things are going well with them?
Yes.
All right. Very good. And so hopefully you said you're going to have to look for more housing. If there's anything that we can do, make sure you tap into Mr. Griffin for that information. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
That way you're not, you don't feel like you're out there trying to fend for yourself all by yourself. We may have some resources to just refer you to for you to use them. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate you.
Absolutely. All right. Anything that you have for the team, questions or concerns?
No, ma'am.
All right. I did indicate to Mr. Griffin, I need you to connect with Ms. Price. I want to make sure that you are receiving the appropriate level of care so that when you get to the end of the program, we're not starting from the beginning. And Ms. Price is the one that makes sure she's responsible for monitoring that folks are receiving the appropriate level of care. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Make sure
Judge, I'll make that happen. Yeah, I'll set that up.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. Mr. Griffin, what else? Asked to Ms. Rowe.
Not too much, Your Honor. We did get an opportunity to staff this case. Talked about Ms. Rowe's progress. She's doing pretty good. That says she's working multiple jobs, tussling things. And like Judge said, if you have any, need any help as far as a housing to get led in the right direction. And I know that your treatment also been helping you out with a lot of things. So just reach out to me. But other than that, Your Honor, she's doing everything she's supposed to do. She's in compliance with your order at this time.
All right, awesome. Anything from any of the other team members asked to Ms. Rowe?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Keep up the good work, Ms. Rowe. You're doing a great job. And get some rest today. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Reed.
And I would just like to add, Ms. Rowe, you are doing a great job. You're day after day, you're doing it. So I just want to let you know we're very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Your next date is October 16th, 2023, and that's going to be at 1:30 p.m., okay?
Okay, no problem. See you
All
then.
right. You're all set. Enjoy your day. Get some rest, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. See you later.
All right. Well,
Bye-bye.
Mr. Williams, you're gone. I don't see you in the camera, so I'm gonna keep moving. Oh, he may have had to step away. Oh, there he is. All right, it's your phase 3. Let's do it. And then Mr. McCray, you're next on deck. I have for Daryl Williams, case number 21001102. Mr. Williams, state your full name for me.
Daryl Williams.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. What's been going on with you, Mr. Williams? Still working?
Yes, ma'am. They just changed our hours a little bit, so now I'm working from 12 to 12:30. So 12 midnight to 12:30 in the afternoon. So that kind of like threw my life. I normally be sleep about 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon, but now I'm gonna be getting off at 12:30. It's kind of hard adapting to, but I'll get it. But other than that, everything is good.
That's good. That's good. Are you having any challenges or difficulties with working your program?
No, not at all.
All right. What about the work you've been doing personally on yourself? How is that going?
It's going pretty good. Like, I haven't had any issues about anything, no temptations. My circle has not been kind of like trying to influence me or doing things or being around stuff that I don't have to be around. Everything is pretty good. All my friends everybody's good. Everybody's helping me out. Everybody, I don't have no complaints. Like I say, everything is positive.
Very good. I'm glad to hear about your circle of people and influence, and that folks are encouraging you, it sounds like, to definitely stay on track. Am I correct?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Is there anything that you need from us to help you stay on track, Mr. Williams?
No, I'm doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good? All right. Very good. Very proud of you. I know that getting on track was a little rocky at first, but you did it, doing it. And I'm
Yes,
very
it was.
proud of you. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. That's it. Sometimes, to convince yourself that you can do it. I always knew you could do it, but
Right.
maybe it took a little more time for you to convince yourself that you could do it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I couldn't see what you seen in the beginning.
Yes, sir. And I still see it. How about that? How about that?
Thank you.
All right. Let me hear from your case manager as to Mr. Williams. Is he in compliance? And if so, is there anything else that you need to add?
Good morning, Your Honor. No, Mr. Williams is in compliance. He's doing well. I get regular updates from his provider on his participation and progress. He reaches out when he needs to reach out. He reports when he needs to report. So as of right now, Mr. Williams is in compliance.
Awesome. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Mr. Williams?
Yes, Judge, thank you. A good report, Mr. Williams. Keep up the good work. I know you'll get that change in work shift down. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself and stay around good people. It's always good to have support. Thank you, sir.
Right. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Williams, you overcame some early obstacles, and that's great. And it's so great to have friends that support you to keep you from other obstacles. So keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I could, hey, Mr. Williams, it's good that you have boundaries as far as your circle. So just keep those boundaries up, and then you'll continue to do well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Mr. Williams, if you don't have any questions for the team, your next date is going to be October 16th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m.
At 1:30. Okay.
Yes, sir.
October 16th. Okay.
Yes, sir. You are all set. Enjoy the rest of your week. We're here if you need us. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
I'm now ready for Mr. McCray. I have the following matters for Todd McCray Jr. I have case number SP case number 20060599101, case number SP 105228891, case number SP 1159391, case number SP 117175881, case number SP 1269547, case number SP 127753661, case number SP 1321547, case number SP 132200031, and case number 184571551. Mr. McCray, please state your full name.
Todd McCray.
All right, good. And you're a junior, is that correct?
Yes, Todd and McCray Jr.
All right, good morning, Mr. McCray. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing pretty good, and you?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Mr.
That's
McCray,
good.
you got on for court almost on time this morning. What? What? Saw you, Mr. McCray. You getting it together, aren't you?
Yes.
You are. Listen, one day at a time. You're doing a good job, Mr. McCray. You're doing a
Thank
good
you.
job. Listen, tell me what's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you.
Nothing much. Pretty much changed. Just making sure I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. I make sure I just been going to my meetings every Monday for the outpatient treatment at DRP. I'm just making sure that me and Mr. Griffin still, you know what I'm saying, we have our like weekly talks and everything, and we staying in touch more. And that's pretty much it. I'm just staying focused on the program pretty much, and I just been still working with my stepdad, so and taking care of my kids. So it's pretty much the same thing, just trying to stay ahead.
All right. Now, I told Mr. Griffin, I admire you working with your father. I also want you to explore some career opportunities.
Okay.
All right. Can I get you to do that?
Yes, like you're saying, like find a job, a real job.
No, I'm not saying it's not a real job, because everybody punching the clock and all of that those are not the only real jobs. I think that what you're doing with your stepfather is great. But I also think because of your age, you've got 2 young children, that a career would also be good. And you could still do what you're doing with your stepfather. And so I'm not downplaying that at all. So don't be trying to put words to my mouth talking about a real job, because that ain't what the judge said, okay?
Yes.
All right. And so will you work with Mr. Griffin on that?
Yes, I can. I can work with Mr. Griffin on that.
All right. Work with Mr. Griffin on it. Let's see what we come up with. Okay?
Okay. Yes.
Very good. How are things going at DRP?
They're going pretty good. I'm still just doing group meetings right now. I told them that you guys said I had to do the one-on-ones, but they pretty much be busy, it be seeming like, because a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying, they do the one-on-ones and the group meetings as well, but I'm just still going to the daily meetings. I mean, the it's like once a week. It's Mondays from 12 to 1. So I've just been doing that so far.
And I did have Ms. Price, I did inform her of this, Judge, so this is something that, you have to be taken care of sooner than later. So I 100% understand, but we did check in on that.
Okay. And so I was going to say that, Mr. McCray, I don't want you to get to the end of this program and you have not been appropriate level of care. And so then you have to stay longer than you should. So let's make sure you connect with Ms. Price. And also, we, meaning myself, the case managers, we don't get to say what your treatment looks like. So we don't get to say that. That's through assessment, and that's through following best practices based on your risk and your need levels. And so that's what I want to make sure you're doing. And that's why we have our clinical assessor on board, to make sure that our providers are in compliance with best practices as to your level of care. So connect with Ms. Price, and then Ms. Price will keep me abreast of whether or not you're in compliance and whether or not the level of care you're receiving is in compliance with best practices. How does that sound?
Yes, that sounds good.
All right, Ms. Price, good morning. You want to add something? Place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Judge Holmes, Nicole Price, Clinical Assessor, 36th District Court. I am working with DRP for Mr. McCray.
Okay, all right, wonderful. And then you'll update the team, Miss Price, about, his level of care is in compliance with best practices based on his risk and need level. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Griffin, anything else you want to add?
No, Your Honor, once we staff, I did have a conversation with Mr. Fikens today about some things we talked about in staff and about his other cases. And I also had an opportunity to talk to Ms. Walker. So once we get in a staffing, I'll update you on those talks and then we'll move forward from there, Judge.
Very good. And he may not be on our staffing today, but can you add him to
Yeah.
your kids today? Because I do have.
I got him on there, because that's why
Okay.
that's why I have Mr. Parkins going to breakout room with him and I talked to Ms. Walker so to get some things cleared up.
All right, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Anything else asked to Mr. McCray from the rest of the team?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. McCray. Good report. You're working the program. Keep up the good work. You do have a real job. You're working and you're getting paid. We just want the best for you. You're a young man. You have a long life ahead of you, and we just want the best for you. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe and have a good day. Thank you, Mr. McCray.
You too.
And if I could just add, Judge, Mr. McCray, we talked in the breakout room, but we'll work this out. We'll do the best we can for you in this. And so keep up the good work and keep working your program.
Thank you.
All right. Then you are in great shape. Mr. McCray, I'm going to give you your next date, which would be October 9th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You are all set. I'm proud of you, Mr. McCray.
Thank you.
Showed up this morning. I had to take a double look. Mr. McCray showed up on time. All right. I'm proud of you, sir. Keep it up. Okay?
Yes, thank you, Judge.
All right. You're very welcome. All right. I do see that the Wayne County Jail has joined us. I believe that's with Miss Clark. And so, Miss Mack, if you could let Miss Jasmine or Mr. Green know, because she needs to go in a breakout room with one of them. All right. Give me 1 second, please.
Miss Mack, could I go into a breakout room with the attorney on the state matter, please?
Is that the Awad case that
Yes,
Carrara
that's the Awad case.
attorney Ramey?
Yes. Thank you.
Madam Clerk, may I ask you something, please? It's Attorney Dowd.
You can call the courtroom.
My assistant just did.
Okay.
I'll be back. I just have to do the arraignment downstairs here at Sterling Heights. There's no service down there. That's why I have to zoom out. Is that okay?
Yeah, you got a few minutes.
Okay, I'll be back. Thank you.
Excuse me, Madam Clerk.
Yes, sir.
Yes, are we still seeing Miss Clerk, Mr. Smith, and Mr. Cicero?
I believe so. Judge stepped away for a moment, but she'll be back shortly.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, I'm back in session. As to, there are a couple of things for the jail. Unfortunately, I don't know if the deputy is still there where he can hear me. Deputy, can you hear me? Deputy, good morning to you. Do you have is that Miss Clark that you have with you this morning?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You hear me, Your Honor?
Wait a minute, I can't hear you. No, I think it's on my end. Are you there, Deputy?
Yes, that's Miss Clark that we have.
All right, very good. I am going to ask for Miss Clark. We're still waiting for some information that we need from the jail. And so we are going to bring Miss Clark back. If you all could have her back on at Miss Jasmine, we said 1 o'clock for Miss Clark today. I'm sorry, 2 o'clock.
2 p.m.
Yes. If we could get her on, instead of having you all sit all morning, if you could bring her back at 2 o'clock p.m., that would be great. Okay.
Thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Clark.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm so sorry to interrupt. We actually said remember she has that,
Here's another hearing today. Deputy, I'm sorry. Ms. Clark has another hearing today on a felony matter. I need to see her back on tomorrow after that hearing, and we are able to find out what happened, and then we'll go from there with Ms. Clark. Does that work for you? Okay, thank you. So for Ms.
I'm bringing her back at 2 p.m. Did I hear you
No,
right?
no, so I'm gonna put on the record U 665-06123, and I am going to adjourn Ms. Clark to October 3rd, 2023, and I'll adjourn her to, it will have to be, let me put them on for 8:35 a.m. Okay?
We also have Mr. Cicero and also Mr. Smith.
All right, if you could put Mr. Cicero in the seat, I need him to speak with a case manager, and then I'll be ready to on Mr. Cicero. And depending on what he says, Ms. Taylor and Ms. Mack, I'll need a prosecutor as well. Defense counsel will probably have to go into that breakout room as well. Okay?
Judge,
Yeah.
Judge, was Mr. Cicero the Wednesday,
No, he is he was on regular probation after not successfully completing our specialty court. So Mr. Reed or Mr. Fikes, I need you to go into a breakout room and talk with him, find out what he wants to do, and that will determine what I want to do. Okay?
Yes, Judge.
Join Ms. Taylor. Who's going to go in that breakout room with Mr. Cicero?
Actually, Mr. Green is gonna go in there.
All right, Mr. Green, you have co-host ability. If you could take one of the attorneys in with you. All right, very good. Good morning to you, Mr. Cicero.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. And then we'll deal with, the officer asked about, the deputy asked about Mr. Curtis. Is the deputy still around? Curtis Smith. Can you ask if the deputy is still around, Mr. Cicero?
I'm sorry. Dad? No, he just left the room for a hot second.
All right, Miss Taylor, if you could get a message to Sergeant Coho about the 2:00 p.m. I just don't want to waste their resources, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. I'm gonna have to bring back the jail people at 2:00, other than the few we're able to handle this morning, which would be Mr. Calamy, Mr. Cicero, and those are the two I'll be able to handle this morning.
Yeah. They
Okay.
want. Here he comes right now.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Cicero.
No problem.
Deputy, one more thing. We will be able to see Mr. Smith. He's gonna have to come back at 2:00. There's some information that we're waiting on. I will be able to see Mr. Calamy this morning, so if you have him, he'll be next on deck. If you had Mr. Maddox, I need to see Mr. Maddox at 2:00 today. And then also Aunt Tamisha White would be at 2:00 today.
You want to see Mr. Calamy right now, though?
I'll see him after Mr. Cicero.
Okay. He'll be logging on from another computer, but I'll tell them to do so.
All right, very good. And then what about Mr. Pointer? Mr. Pointer, do we need to see Mr. Pointer at 2:00 as well, Ms.?
Sure.
Okay, very good. Mr. Pointer would be at 2:00 p.m.
Right. But I also have Mr. Smith, and you'll see Mr. Cicero right now.
Yes, Mr. Smith, I won't see until 2:00 today.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, if you all could go in that breakout room, Mr. Green, Mr. Cicero, and take an attorney with you.
Will do, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Judge?
Yes.
Can we clear up the last two matters for the traffic? Those formal hearings, they're ready to go.
Yes, I'll do those now. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Green. I am ready on Ayad Al Khamisi, case number SP 149-07411. Are the parties ready on that particular matter?
Yes.
They are ready on that, Judge. I don't know where Prosecutor Walker is, and Attorney Dawood had to be in another case. There's Prosecutor Walker. Thank you.
Yes, Prosecutor Walker.
I'm always here lurking. Yes, Judge Shannon Walker, on behalf of the people, I did have an opportunity to speak to counsel. The officer failed to appear. We were going to dismiss this matter.
All right, then I'm going to dismiss it without prejudice. Thank you. I am now ready on Al Karar Awad, SX 427-09241.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. Rami Hijazi, P82830 on behalf of Mr. Al-Karar. Your Honor, in this case as well, the officer did not appear, and so we're just going to move the court for a dismissal.
All right. I'm satisfied I've given the issuing officer ample time to appear. It's now 9:57 a.m. for an 8:30 a.m. hearing. I'm granting your motion, counsel. I'm dismissing the matter without prejudice. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor. We appreciate you. Have a good day.
Take care. All right. I am ready now to, I still had another 8:45 a.m. matter for Lewis Johnson. Where is Mr. Johnson? Is he with us?
Your Honor, he was supposed to be on his way. I did instruct him to come in person.
Was there an issue?
I'm sorry.
Was there an issue?
Yeah, it was a missed screen on the 29th.
Okay. All right, we'll see him when he gets there. Yes. And then I have Jerome Thomas.
Yeah, they are covered by the first.
Where's Mr. Thomas?
He's here in the courtroom, coming to the podium now, Judge.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Thomas. How are you?
I'm all right.
You are smiling this morning. Give me some of that. What you got going on this morning that's making you so happy?
I think I'm doing pretty well at the moment.
You're doing pretty well at the moment?
Yeah.
All right. How have you been feeling?
I'm healthy kind of poor, but it's okay. I just gotta keep taking my medicine. You know, when I leave here, I gotta go pick up some. My dog did, and I had to go get a 10 shot, I think it was, and I didn't pick up the pills, so I'm gonna go pick them up when I leave here.
Now, why is your dog biting you?
I don't know. He was mad. He bit me, and he bit me real good.
Sound like dogs should be looking for a new home, right?
No, I can't get rid. I don't even like dogs, but I like that dog. I can't get rid. I like my dog.
All right, Mr. Thomas, you and your biting dog.
I just don't want him in my bed. I think that's why he bit me. Because he wanted to get in my bed.
All right, Mr. Thomas. You and your biting dog. All right, I'm gonna let that go. All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have Z808-3461. State your full name for me. All right, Mr. Thomas. I'm glad to see you happy on today, and it's Monday. That just did my heart well, sir. All right.
Oh, yeah. Going to group on Tuesdays. I see the psych lady on Wednesday, and then I go again back to group on Thursday. I kind of like it. It ain't, you know, it's all right. It gives me something to do. Give me something to do. Other than hang out on the corner.
Please don't hang out on the corner. But I'm glad that you have something to do that's positive, right?
Yeah.
That is helping you for life. So I'm excited about that. You look good today, Mr. Thomas. I don't know if it's the smile or what. What you doing?
That's just being me. I guess I'm feeling a little better now, you know, because I've just been resting for the whole weekend. Just resting, playing with my dog. I just woke up really good.
You was playing with the dog that bit you?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Thomas. All right. All right. Listen, what do you need us to do to help you to stay on track? Because you are on track and you are working your program. What do you need us to do?
I'm pretty much all right.
Okay. All right. But you know you can call on us if you need us, right?
Yeah, I know. Ms. Harris always called me and asked me, do I need anything to take care of? I've
Very
been pretty
good.
much good.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Harris. Let me hear from you. Is there anything he's in compliance? Is there anything else the court needs to be updated on?
There is not, Your Honor. He's in compliance. He's reported very accurately on everything and he's doing well at this time.
All right, awesome. Do you have any questions, Mr. Thomas?
No, I'm all right.
All right.
I'm leaving and go to him before I pick up my pills, and then I'm going to the Secretary of State at 2 o'clock. I bought me a truck.
All right, Mr. Thomas. Wait a minute now. I'm happy you got that truck. Have you been paying on your fines and costs with us?
I paid it all off when it first happened.
Look at you. Look at you. All right, and you gonna get some insurance on that truck?
Yeah, I don't think you can get no plate without no insurance.
Wonderful. Look at you. And you're gonna keep that insurance up. Is that correct?
Yeah, I like to drive.
All right, then you gotta have insurance and registration and some gas. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Listen, you're in great shape. I'm gonna schedule your next date. It will be October 16th. October 16th, 2023, and that will be at 1:30. Okay? All right. All right. I Miss Mac will write it down for you. All right, Mr. Thomas, you taking care of business. I'm proud of you, sir.
I appreciate it.
I
I
am.
just feel good. I mean, I've been feeling good for about a week now.
Good.
And then I've been getting good news. I ain't been getting no bad news.
Good.
So it's okay.
All right. Well, I'm proud of you, sir. Okay?
I'm trying to do the right thing.
You're doing it. Very good. And you're doing it for you. You're doing the right thing for
Right.
you. You
Yeah, for
deserve
me.
it. You deserve it. Yeah.
Even
All
my
right.
sister was like, you're doing pretty good. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Nothing. I just feel better, you know. Oh, I feel all right.
All right. I love it. Keep up the great work. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Thomas. I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good week. And just know we're here if you need us. Okay?
All right, no problem.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. All right.
Yeah,
Very good. Thank you. You too. Very good. Very proud of Mr. Thomas. All right. I see that the only person I should have left on today's regular docket should be to see Mr. Lewis Johnson. So Mr. Yancey, you can let me know when that happens. And so I see now that the 10 o'clock a.m. people are coming on for their check-ins. And I'd like to do those very quickly. I know case managers are working on some other stuff. Oh, before I release the today's specialty court people, I have a few dates that I need to put on the record. I have for Dennis Dillard, case number Z8084721. He's in what phase? You all know what phase he's in?
Your Honor, I don't believe that's our Wednesday docket
No,
case.
Wednesday. This is for today's specialty court.
Okay.
So Yancy, who has Dennis Dillard? All right, I'll just give a return to court date of October 9th, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. For Portia Goldsmith, case number 210-565-4501. Ms. Goldsmith will have a return to court date of October 9th, 2023, and that's going to be at 8:45 a.m. For Justine Liggins, case number 220-561-8901. She will have a return to court date of October 9th, and that will also be at 8:45 a.m. Ms. Mack, am I correct? In my notes, I have that Mr.
ma'am.
DeWine Woods should have been removed from October 2nd, today's docket.
Yes, yes, Judge.
All
That's
right.
correct.
Very good. So we are all set. Am I missing anything for today's specialty court?
Your Honor, I have Ms. Colton on. Shaquita Colton.
Okay.
She was down for 9:45.
Uh-oh, this docket doesn't have a 9:45 on it. Mr. Yancey, so am I missing something? Give me a second. No. Make sure I'm looking at the right docket. Okay, this one has a 9:45. Let's do it. I have Z 808-4301 for Ms. Colton. Ms. Colton, unmute and state your full name for me.
Shaquita Colton.
All right, how are you this morning, Ms. Colton?
I'm okay.
You're doing okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. What do you have on your agenda for today?
I have an appointment with Henry Ford at 3:30, and I also have to attend a meeting with Detroit Recovery Project.
All right, very good. Are you looking forward to both of those appointments?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you will be there, even if you're not really looking forward to it. You gonna be there?
Yes.
And you'll participate wholeheartedly for me?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have two therapists they relentless. They is really working with me. I have two therapists at Detroit Recovery Project, Ms. Light and Ms. Gaines. They are
Okay.
very good people, and Mr. Yancey, he works with me. He is a good guy.
All right, very good, very good. What do you need us to do to help you to stay on track? Because you're on track, Ms. Colton. I need you to know that you're doing well.
Nothing at this moment. Pretty much you gave me you gave me a good probation officer. You also gave me two great therapists. So you didn't help me enough. I attend meetings with Hassan, Mr. Hildred. I'm all over the place, but it's working out. I just had my mammogram.
Okay, all is well.
I thought it was bad, but they haven't gave me a call yet, so I suppose it's all right.
All right, well, I
They had
hope
nothing to compare it. Yeah, they had nothing to compare it to, so because this was my first one. But
all right, I want to encourage you. This October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so I want to encourage all of the women, go and get it done. Go and have that mammogram, because knowing can save your life. That's the reality of it. Knowing can save your life. Not knowing can cost you your life. And it doesn't even have to happen that way. They've come so far in the cure, and not so much the cure, but catching it early and having some great results. So I want you to do that, okay?
I will.
All right, going forward, every year, just do it.
Every year.
Yes, you gotta do it every year.
No, I didn't know all that now.
Yes, ma'am. Every year. Plan it around your birthday. That's how I celebrate life. I'm like, hey, I want to be here and I want to be alive and well. So I schedule all my maintenance around birthdays. Make sure I'm good for the next year. Everything working the way it should work, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Do you have any questions for the team?
No, I do not. Not today.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what do you have for Ms. Colton?
Ms. Colton is doing well. She's had some medical challenges, but she's working out on those. She's had a lot of appointments, but she's making those appointments. So I'm encouraging her. I'm also making sure that the agency that she's connected with is 1,000% engaged in her treatment. Otherwise, I would have her somewhere else. So far, so good where she is. I've had total contact with them, and I think she's on a good track right now. So Miss Colton is doing everything I asked of her, and I do have a lot of contact with her. It's not easy right now for her, but she is doing it. So I applaud her for her efforts right now.
Awesome. Very good, Miss Colton. Very proud of you. Keep up the great work that you're doing, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you are in phase 1, is that correct, Mr. Yancey?
She's in phase 1. She's rapidly heading towards phase 2, but she's currently in phase 1.
So I'm going to see Miss Colton back on October. No, I'm going to have her do a face-to-face with you, Mr. Yancey, on October 9th, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, you're all set. Proud of you, Miss Colton. Keep going, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Very good. Take care.
You too.
All right. Okay. Are we ready on Mr.?
So I leave now? Or?
Yes, ma'am. You are free to leave. Are we ready on Mr. Cicero?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Do I need a prosecutor for Mr. Cicero?
My opinion, no, Judge,
Oh, we have a prosecutor. Always good to have one.
Judge, always lurking.
Yes, thank you. Let's do it. For Mr. Cicero, I have case number Z8053541. His charge is operating while visibly impaired. Ms. Matt, please make sure that is his original charge, that is not the amended charge. For the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
Thank you. And then for Mr. Cicero, Mr. Reed, you'll be representing him.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. And then Mr. Cicero, state your name for me.
Dewan Cicero.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Excuse me,
Yes.
that is not the original charge.
What is the original charge?
Operating while intoxicated, first offense.
Yeah, that charge should have been amended back, should have been reinstated because he did not successfully complete our specialty court. So that should be no charge. Please make sure you make that correction in the system. It's an OW, not an OWVI. That's for folks that complete the program. All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Green, you and Mr. Reed, you all had an opportunity to talk with Mr. Cicero. Mr. Green did refresh my memory on this morning. Mr. Cicero started off in one of our specialty court programs. He did not successfully complete. He was terminated and placed on a regular probation. He is an absconder from regular probation, not from our specialty court. So thank you, Mr. Green, for refreshing my memory on as to Mr. Cicero. And so Mr. Cicero did not do what he was supposed to do on regular probation, obviously did not show up, and was subsequently either walked in or was picked up by the Wayne County or by the Detroit Police Department, and he was sent over to the Wayne County Jail. And so on this morning, Ms. Walker, I asked Mr. Reed and Mr. Green to go in the breakout room to find out what did Mr. Cicero choose to do, because I believe this court's posture is that he should just be sentenced on his underlying charge. He's been given an opportunity to work. Specialty court didn't. He's been given an opportunity to do regular probation, didn't. And so I'll hear from Mr. Reed and from Mr. Green, and then I'm ready to proceed.
Yes, Judge, thank you for the opportunity to talk to Mr. Cicero. I did talk with Mr. Cicero. My recommendation is that Mr. Cicero be allowed to return to regular probation and complete regular probation. He wishes to do that, Judge. He expressed that he wishes to follow the court's orders. He understands that he made a bad choice in walking away from the program, but he still needs our help. He still wants our help, and he still wants to complete regular probation successfully. And I indicated to him that after talking to him, I would make the recommendation that he be allowed to return to regular probation and complete probation successfully, Judge. He has been in Wayne County Jail for a number of days. The court ordered that his file be marked medical. Mr. Cicero has some significant health issues, and he has not received any medical attention regarding those health issues while he's been incarcerated, per Mr. Cicero. And I just wanted to put that on the record, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Green, if you could reach out to our jail, the teammates, Sergeant Coho, and let him know that there is someone at the Wayne County Jail that I've sent there who I marked as file medical, and that according to him, he has not received his medication or the medical attention that he requires. So if you could do that, please.
Will do, Your Honor.
Just confirm that that was done for me. I appreciate it. All right, I'll hear from the prosecutor.
Judge, honestly, Mr. Cicero has shown multiple times that Mr. Cicero is going to do what Mr. Cicero wants to do. I hear Mr. Reed saying he wants our help, but quite honestly, his actions have spoken different than his words are speaking. He's no longer in our program, so wanting our help, he chose not to go that avenue. Now he went to regular probation. He's not following their rules and regulations. At some point, Judge, we have to say enough is enough. And I think with Mr. Cicero, that's where we're at. So I'm asking the court to sentence him to the 90 days in Wayne County Jail for credit for any time served.
All right, thank you. In response, or do you have a response, Mr. Reed?
Judge, I placed my recommendation on the record. As I indicated previously, Mr. Cicero wishes to return and follow the court's orders, and that's what I'm recommending he be allowed to do. If he's terminated, if the court is deciding to terminate him today, then I will talk about sentencing. But my recommendation is that he be allowed to return to probation, regular probation.
I'd like you to respond to Ms. Walker's recommendation for 90 days in the Wayne County Jail.
Judge, I would object to 90 days. My client has been on specialty court, and he's been on regular probation for a significant time. Although he did not successfully complete, he did do some good things, I believe. So I would object to 90 days, Judge. If the court's inclined to impose some jail time less than 90 days, credit for what time he has served already, and I don't know exactly how many days he has served in the Wayne County Jail, but I would object to 90 days. I would ask for something less than 90 days if he's to be incarcerated.
All right, thank you. Mr. Green, do you have, or does anyone have the date that he was picked up by DPD and sent to the Wayne County Jail, or Ms. Mack, the date that he was sent to the Wayne County Jail? I'm not considering anything prior to this last round.
It looks like it was September the 25th. That's when we got to put the date for him to show up for today. So I'm thinking they got him on September 25th.
All right, very good. Thank you. Mr. Cicero, is there anything that you'd like to say to the court this morning?
Yes. So I hear you guys, and I don't agree because I really do want to finish it. I just have had some situations money-wise where I couldn't, and that's why I ended up not showing up no more. I was going through some things, and I am 100% sure that I can do it.
But Mr. Cicero,
I
you've been with us for a very long time, and you know that money has nothing to do with success with respect to following the court's orders on probation.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Time in specialty court and didn't pay us one dime, and we still worked with you until you determined that you weren't going to show up to the table.
Yeah, but then I was losing car.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry
speaking.
to
I'm
interrupt.
sorry. I am
Sorry.
speaking.
You're right. I'm sorry.
And so you showed up at the table and decided that you were not going to give your best and work and make progress. So you, of all people, know that money is never a deal breaker. And even with that, I didn't send you to jail when you did not successfully complete specialty court. I put you on regular probation. Yet another bite at the apple, and you still wouldn't do it.
No, it wasn't that I just didn't do it. I had lost my car during the process. And then when I lost my car, it was just got hard for me, Your Honor. I must admit, it got really, really hard for me. I get you. You are 100% correct, but I just would like you to reconsider. I do not think I deserve jail. This is my first offense of anything. I haven't caught any more cases or any other things to jeopardize that. The only thing I've been struggling with is just this court, this system, because it's just been hard for me because of it was just the dropping every 2 and 3. It was hard. I mean, but I promise you, I would do what I need to do to make sure that you don't even have to worry about anything else again. If you give me the opportunity, I know it's all up to you, of course, but I'm willing to do what it takes. I do not want to be in jail for that long. I have at least I want to get back to work. So I can't
understand that, Mr. Cicero, and that's why the whole time you were in specialty court, as well as on probation, and this is for the whole courtroom. I tell you all, show up, do your best. Do your best, we'll work with you. We understand people stumble. We understand that people mess up because none of us are perfect, but we are looking for progress. And so all of those things that you're talking about are things that you should be considering when you're not showing up. And you were an absconder for a moment. We're not talking about 6 months, 8 months. You've been gone. And you know, having dealt with us in the past, how we operate in courtroom 133. So listen, I understand that this is your first time with encountering the law, but the charge that you have operating while impaired, you not only put yourself at risk for death or dismemberment, but you put everybody else at risk, including me, everybody on this screen, everybody on my street, everybody in my family. And sir, one time is one time too many. And you have been given more than one opportunity to do what you were supposed to do, to learn what you needed to learn, so that hopefully you'll never have this experience again. You have not done it. I'm going to terminate you from probation. I'm not sending you back to probation. I am also going to sentence you to the Wayne County Jail. I will. Mr. Green, were you able to look in DCC MIS to see if he completed what he completed where specialty court was concerned? It may not have even been your court, Mr. Green. I'm sorry.
It was not, Your Honor.
Okay, my apologies. Mr. Let's see, Mr. who was on this morning for our today's specialty court? Mr. Griffin, are you still on? Or Mr. Yancey? I need someone to look into DCC MIS and see what he did complete, if anything.
I'll do that, Your Honor.
Right. Can you do that and then let me know? And then I'll come back for my sentencing. Okay, yes. I want to keep moving my docket.
Yes.
Mr. Cicero, just sit right there and we'll be right with you, okay, for sentencing. I'm sorry, I do hope the best for you, but I
think that is kind of unfair because I've seen a person that has came back 3 times off of the drug court, and I don't even get.
It's a case-by-case basis. And let me say this to you, Mr.
I'm not a bad person though.
You're not. I run. You know that you're not a bad person.
I run short on things just like the next person, and I don't feel like jail is extreme. But
I understand. But if you harm somebody under the influence, behind the wheel of a car, that's extreme for them too, Mr. Cicero. That's
you are right
for them.
You are right. I originally caught this case.
I'm not going to talk while I'm talking, Mr. Cicero. I'm just telling you that life is not, I want you to hear me because you're a young man and you're not going to be in jail for the rest of your life. Life is not fair. It's not fair. We make choices and sometimes the consequences we have to endure are not fair. If you want to deal with fair when you are making your decisions in life. Is it fair for me to drink and get behind the wheel of a car? Is it fair for me to endanger the lives of other people? Is it fair for me to put the entire community at risk? When you want to talk about fair with respect to your choices. Because once you make that choice, nobody wants to hear about fair when it comes to consequences. That's not where fair comes into play. So as soon as Mr. Yancey gets me that information, I will determine what your sentence will be, but I am sentencing you to jail time. All right.
Judge,
Yes.
if I may add, because Mr. Cicero has been incarcerated for some period of, well, since I heard
25th.
September the 25th, and he has not received the medical treatment that's necessary for his health conditions in the county jail. I'd asked the court to take that into consideration. He does have serious health issues, and any prolonged incarceration without the appropriate medical treatment could be life-threatening. And so I would ask the court to take that into consideration in imposing
Take that
any.
into consideration. Absolutely. And we are reaching out to Sergeant Coho. We will make sure that he gets the medical treatment that the jail is supposed to provide to him. Okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to do the other jail matter for Mr. Calamy. If Ms. Taylor is on, or Mr. Green, this one should be really short. I don't want to keep the jail holding him any longer than necessary. I have case number 190-596-2601 and case number 200-454-0901. Mr. Calamy, if you could have them unmute you and then state your name for me, please.
You're unmuted. You're Calamy.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Calamy. All right, Ms. Taylor, it is my understanding that Mr. Calamy has been brought to a place where he is able to be in community supervision. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And it is also my understanding that Elmhurst Holmes has agreed that he can return there. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Calamy, I don't want you sitting in jail. I want you to get the help that you need so that you can ultimately transition into independent living. Can I count on you to go to Elmhurst Home and work the program so that you can ultimately get transitioned into independent living? Mr. Calamy, that's for you.
I said, why can't I go to Jefferson?
They are not having you back at Jefferson. They said that you cannot come back.
I don't trust being at Elmhurst though.
Okay.
They said can I just leave?
No, you can't. If you leave, you're going to get picked up and you're going to go back to jail. I'd like to see you not keep leaving treatment and going to jail. I'd like to stay and work it so that you can get your independent living. Okay?
I can get my own house. I can try to get my own house.
Mr. Calamy, as I indicated, I need you to stay in treatment, and then I need you to stay there so that you are able to get the help you need, and then ultimately go to independent living. Okay? Can I count on you to do that?
I think
If you leave right now, because you left Team Jefferson, and there were some things that went down over there before you left. And
they sent me to SCU, and then they sent me to Pontiac. I didn't leave Team Jefferson.
Mr. Calamy, whatever went on at Team Jefferson, they said that you cannot return. I can't make them take you. So if you leave Elmhurst, you're going to get picked up again, and you're going to go back to jail. That's not helping you. And then we're going to try it again until one of us get tired, and it won't be me. Okay? So, Ms. Mack, we are going to do an order for the court. I'm going to get for the jail. I am going to reduce his bond to a personal bond. He is to be released to Elmhurst only. Miss Taylor, please arrange for him to be picked up if they can today, to be transported today. And he'll go to Elmhurst Homes. And then I am going to see Mr. Calamy. I will see him on, it will have to be on Monday, October 9th. And that's going to be at 10 o'clock a.m. All right. Anything else for my consideration? All right, Mr. Calamie, I'm counting on you. You get to determine whether or not you be in jail or you be in the community under supervision, okay? All right. Thank you at the Wayne County Jail. You'll get the paperwork as soon as Ms. Mack can get it over to you. Thank you so much. All right. Let's keep going. I need to do Mr. Logan. He's at one of our providers and he's been on for a while. And then I will go to Miss Taylor. You
Harts.
said you had someone. Yes, Miss Harts. I'll see Miss Harts. All right, come on, Mr. Logan. I have for you, I have case number 220-562-9201. State your full name for me, Mr. Logan.
Christian Logan.
All right, how are you this morning?
Beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful. I love it. Very good. And you're smiling. How are things working out for you?
So far, so good. It's a good environment to be in. Everybody working towards the common goal, just doing better and being greater men.
I love it. And are you committed to working to be a greater man?
I'm committed to working. That's why I want to get up out of here. But at the same time, absolutely.
All right. I know you're committed to work. We're going to take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. You will get there. All right.
I done lost 10 pounds going up and down steps that you said that.
Well, then I might need to come there and walk up and down them steps because I got a good chin I need to shed, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. They like this leg cuisines and then you going up and down the steps. I done shedded 10 pounds, put on some muscle. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, come on now. Mr. Logan, I see you. I see you. All right. They are treating you well.
Yeah, they love me here.
They love you. I believe you. I believe you. Are you treating them well?
Not at all. No. I'm a bad boy. So
no, Mr. Logan, you're treating them well. Am I correct?
yeah.
I can tell. I can just tell. All right. Listen, where's the case manager on Mr. Logan? Mr. Logan looks good this morning. He sounds good. Tell me something that you've learned about yourself since you've been there.
I can still bench press 275 pounds.
Do it, Mr. Logan. You just go ahead and show off this morning. I'm gonna let you, because that's what you want to do this morning. Have you learned? Very good. Have you learned anything else about yourself?
I'm good at public speaking and speaking in front of others and making people laugh. That's another thing. I've been told I should get a show because everything I do is comical.
Look at you. Okay. So you are not, and so I guess you're not afraid to speak in front of people?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm a public speaker of the highest degree. Everything I do is excellent. I'm the most specialist, most bestest individual there ever is.
All right, Mr. Christian Logan.
It's working.
You are in great shape. You're in great shape. Listen, I wanted to check in on you today. I wanted to make sure that everything is going well. Continue to work your program. Just know that behind the scenes, Miss Price, our clinical assessor, she's getting updates to make sure that you are on track and coming up with next steps. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No. How you been? How was your week?
I'm doing just wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Let me give you your next date. You are going to have October 11th, 2023, and that's going to be at 1:30 with your case manager, okay?
Okay.
All right. You're all set?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Wonderful. Good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your week and be good to yourself and others.
Thank you. I will.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to remove him. About to do a whole show. All right, let's go. I am going to go to Ms. Harts. I have case number ZA085841. Ms. Harts, state your full name for me.
My name is Catherine McKinley Harts.
Okay, how are you this morning, Ms. Harts?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing very well. I see that you
Good.
work this morning. Is that correct?
Of course, yeah.
All right. How are things going with you? I just wanted to check in. I think I saw you last week, but I
Mhm.
wanted to check in this week.
Everything's going good with me. I've had one appointment with my therapist now, and I just saw my psychiatrist last week and we did an update. We got some meds figured out. And so everything is going good. I feel a little bit less stressed about the medication situation. So I
Good.
have all good things coming in the next couple weeks.
All right. Very good. Very
Yeah,
good. Is there
thanks.
anything that you've encountered or that you anticipate encountering that you need us to help you or assist you with?
The only thing that I think I need is the location of where to drop off a check to pay the fees of the program
That's going to be at the court.
at the 36th district.
Yes.
Okay. All
At
right.
That window that you passed, or that's right across from my courtroom, that's where our
Mhm.
cashiers are. You would pay there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right. Did you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I don't.
No?
No
All right,
questions.
Miss Jasmine, anything else as to Miss Hart's?
No, nothing additional to add.
Nothing additional? All right, then I'm going to give Miss Hart's a face-to-face on October 11th, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. And then we'll be back on track, Miss Jazz. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Hart's. I
Have a great
appreciate
day.
you. You do the
Yep.
same.
Bye.
All
Your
right.
Honor, before you call your next case, can I please give you a call about a urgent matter that's just been brought to my attention?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you.
I'm scared. All right. It looks like Mr. Armstead was a case that needed payment. And so if someone could talk to him, you need some more time to pay, Mr. Armstead?
No, Judge, he's all set.
He's just waiting to hear if his case, the other cases were going to get dismissed?
Yes,
Yes,
Judge, he's good.
he had a bond as well, Judge, on the case, and they took his payment and applied it to one of the cases that are going to be dismissed. So I think Miss Mack is taking care of it, Judge, and he's in good shape.
All right, then Mr. Armstead, what you want this morning? Why you here?
They gave me paper saying I needed to be here.
All right, you are all set. Miss Mack, the docket says it's an adjourn to pay. The case ending in 8501, did he pay that one?
Yes, that's the one that he needed to pay in order to get his dismissals.
All right, so you've gotten your dismissals and you are paid. Bye-bye, Mr. Armstrong.
Okay, thank you.
All right, okay, bye-bye. Give me a second, team. All right.
Yeah.
Ms. Max, please send over an order for Marcus Reed as identified by Mr. Green, and then Mr. Green, and then we'll make sure that it gets to the right person.
Yes, Judge.
I'm sorry, one more time, I didn't hear you.
Yes, I said yes, Judge.
Okay, wonderful. All right, I appreciate you. Okay, Mr. Green.
Yeah, I'm here.
And Ms. Mack is urgent. All right, thank you all for your patience. Let's go to Elizabeth Stevenson. Good morning, Miss Stevenson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Let me give your case number. U-601-25121. Miss Stevenson, state your full name for me.
Elizabeth Stevenson.
All right, this was a drop-in to check in on you. How are you doing, ma'am?
I am amazing. I am powerless by design and powerful by design and powerless by choice.
That choice. I hear you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. You look like you are doing well. I'm glad that you are embracing your time at the nest and working your program, right?
Yes, ma'am. I have a newfound respect for myself. I've always had respect for you, but I have like an even higher respect for you and myself. I do.
Do it, Miss Stevenson. All right. Are you having any issues? This is a check-in for you because I know we did a hearing last week. Is there anything that you need to run by the team or questions that you have for the team this morning?
No, ma'am. Not at all. I'm looking forward to transitional housing. My counselor let me know that I'll be able to go there on the 23rd. I mean, I'm amazing. The only thing I hope today is that my dog wins the dog race. She's going to be in a dog race for the Oktoberfest, the hot dog race. So she has a hot dog costume, and I hope she wins.
I hope your dog wins too then. I hope your dog wins.
I'm amazing.
All right, very good. Miss Taylor, anything additional asked to Miss Stevenson?
No, not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I'm going to see Miss Stevenson back on, she's going to have a face-to-face on October 11th, 2023, and that's going to be at 1:30. Okay?
Yes, ma'am, no problem.
All right, you are all set. Good to see
you. I'll
you.
get back to group. It's a blessed to see you too. And I had like amazing weekend. So thank you so much.
Wonderful. All right, very good.
Have
All
a
right.
blessed day. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I mean, happy
It's
Monday.
Monday.
I'm sorry. Happy Monday. I'm used
Don't
to
get us excited now.
Happy Monday, everybody.
All right, same to you. Let me see Miss West.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on one second.
Okay, because Miss West is up for today as well. Right.
Yes, no, I think Miss Stevenson was confused. She's done. I have Miss Christy West who's on here. She's next.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have the wrong Miss West. Oh, she's gonna go get the other Miss. Isn't there another Miss West?
Not maybe in the other court, but yeah, they should be done. So
somebody reach out to her and let her know she's all done. Okay.
Can she just be released from?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Maybe I can.
But I'm just saying that. Yeah, so she won't be trying to come back in thinking it's the other Miss West. My apologies. All right, come on, Miss West. I have case number 210-443-3201. Miss West, state your full name for me, please.
My name is Christy West.
Good morning, Miss West. How are you this morning?
Morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. Thank you. I see you sitting by the window taking in the sunshine. That's wonderful. I can't wait to get outside and just walk in it for a few moments even. Yes. All right. How are things going with you, Miss West?
Everything is going okay. I just have one thing I'm having a problem with.
Okay.
And that is my ankle monitor. I'm having problems paying and I got behind in my payments.
Okay.
So it works best for me, but I haven't been able to afford it, or if I can get on a payment plan or something like that.
So that is a third-party provider piece of equipment. I have no control over how payment is done. And so, Ms. West, if you cannot afford it, then we need to let it go and you need to get in compliance with showing up for testing. Okay. Ms. Taylor, refresh my memory. She had that because she was missing and things of that nature. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. And yep, I just saw that. So
Okay, Miss West, we've got another issue. I'm gonna let you go in the breakout room and talk to her, Miss Taylor, and then you need to bring an attorney in at some point to speak with her. But do you have co-host abilities?
Yeah, I do.
All right, go ahead and take yourself and Miss West into a breakout room.
Okay.
And I'll be the attorney to join them, Judge.
Very good. Thank you. And then I'll recall her later. All right. Let's go back. Mr. Yancey, are you ready on Mr. Cicero? Mr. Yancey? Can you all hear me?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Yancey is on mute, Judge. And I'd
Mr.
like to
Yancey.
speak on Mr. Cicero, if I may, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Yancey? I don't think Mr. Yancey can hear me.
Unmute yourself, Mr. Yancey.
I don't think he can hear me.
Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, Mr. Yancey?
Yancey,
Unmute yourself.
Mr. Yancey, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me.
No, yeah. Mr. Yancey?
I mean, there's no benefit, and I said, we're being, there's so many ways, how am I supposed to get a clear, precise, his man.
I was not supposed to see Miss Rebecca West. I'm sorry at the nest. I got it mixed up with a different West.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. Mr. Yancey, we steady calling your name. You can't hear.
I got it.
All right, Mr. Reed and Prosecutor Walker. I just talked, we're back on Mr. Cicero. I just spoke with Mr. Yancey, who informed me that while he was with us, he completed the Victims Impact Panel, the Marijuana Insight Program, and that was it. Did not pay his fines and costs, missed number of screenings, only came to court 2 times, and he absconded in December of 2021. Mr. Reed, there was something you wanted to add?
Yes, Judge. The court asked me regarding sentencing, and I indicated something less than what the prosecutor asked for, 90 days. I had some consideration, thought about that. I would ask that he be given credit for time served and this matter be closed out because of medical and health conditions.
Ms. Walker, I'll let you respond.
Judge, I'm almost stunned that that was his request. Obviously, we can address his medical concerns with the jail. Mr. Cicero made many choices, none of which were good. The people renew their requests.
So if they don't have the medication that I need, right, is that
Not gonna go on the record with all of that. We have already reached out. The jail will get you what you need, okay? And so here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Cicero. These are things you got to think about. Fairness. You know you need medications. Got to think about them when you make your decisions. And so going forward in life, think about those things before you make a choice. And so I am going to, he did 2 out of, I'm sure, a plethora of things that he was supposed to do. I'm even concerned he didn't even do the things that he needed to do that address the charge that he's been charged with, which should be reinstated to his original charge. And so what I am going to do is he's been at the Wayne County Jail since the 25th. And so I just need to see how many days. So that's 7 days. I am going to sentence Mr. Cicero. I'll sentence him to 60 days in the Wayne County Jail. I'll give him credit for 7 days, the 7 days that he's been there. And so he's to do the remainder of his time at the Wayne County Jail. And I'm only reducing it to 60 because he did do 2 things. And I'm giving some consideration for his health condition that Mr. Reed also mentioned, because I wouldn't want somebody else to come on and say, well, you did this for Mr. Cicero, because it's a case-by-case basis and no 2 cases are the same, just so everybody knows that. And so he will spend a total of 63 days with whatever credit they give for every 6 days. He'll spend that at the Wayne County Jail. And so Ms. Mack, I'm going to give him, let's see, it's 1 day for every 6 days. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe so, Judge.
Total time. I'm going to do a return to court because he's going to, when he gets out, I want him to come through the court because I want to make sure that he has served his time. So I am going to give him a date, a return to court date, and that is going to be I'm going to have him return to court on, are we open on November 24th?
We are not.
Oh, what about the 23rd? No, that's.
We are not.
Okay, what about the 21st?
Yes.
All right, then your return to court date would be November 21st, 2023, and that is going to be at 9:30 a.m. He will be dressed out and brought to 36th District Court. And Ms. Mack, I need someone to confirm that Sergeant Coho, that they received that information. Ms. Walker, I just want all hands on deck that he needs to be able to receive his medication. And I'm marking his file medical. Okay. All right. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Judge, thank you. I appreciate the court's following up on that medical issue, and that the county jail is following the court's order as far as making sure that he gets his medication.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Reed. And I did take that into consideration as opposed to 90 days. Would the deputy please step to the camera for me? Deputy, Mr. Cicero is going to be with you all for a period of time. Please make sure we have marked his file medical. We've also reached out to Sergeant Coho. He has indicated that he has not received his medication. And so I want to make sure that the jail make sure that he receives his medication while he's there. Okay. So whatever needs to be done on your end, we're still going to do some extra stuff on our end, but whatever needs to be done on your end to ensure that he gets his medication, please do so.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Cicero. I wish you the best. Thank you all for your patience with the jail. I appreciate it. Right. Are we finished? We're good. You do the same. Be safe. All right. Very good. Let's see. I have Ms. West. Are we ready to go back on the record with Ms. West?
Yes, Sharon.
Can't do one tomorrow. I told you. Okay, all right. Ms. West, we have a problem. And you know what that problem is, right?
Yes, they just told me, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Vikings or Mr. Reed, who went in the breakout room?
I did, Judge, and she purchased from a smoke shop some product which, didn't have THC in it, but it was a cannabis-based product. And that's going to show up on a test. In her defense, Judge, these smoke shops are just willing to say anything. It comes from the earth. It's good. It's healthy. It's wonderful. And they don't. She did ask whether or not it would test for THC to make sure. She was told no. I think it's maybe a little bit more research. And we talked about how you don't go to a smoke shop to get your medications, whether they're from the earth or not. And I think it was a mistake on her part. I don't think it was intentional. She wasn't trying to take in the THC. She thought it would help her with other issues. And, that there's other things you can take which are not like that to help her to quit smoking. So quit smoking cigarettes, I believe. So I think that, Judge, it's a mistake. It's certainly a little sloppy on her part. I don't think she intended it. I don't think it's going to happen again. She feels bad about it. And enough said.
Miss West, what was it that you purchased from a smoke shop?
So I purchased some CBD gummies. And so the reason why I did is because I smoke cigarettes. And so I'm trying to stop smoking cigarettes, and it did help me not to smoke. But when I went there, I told him I cannot have anything with THC. And even on the bottle, it says 0 THC, but obviously it had to have some in it.
So here's the thing, Miss West. You're in this program. You know that you can't utilize any drugs, legal or otherwise. And CBD, THC, all that stuff is so closely related. I don't know why you would take the risk.
I understand. I just thought like if it didn't have no THC, then I would be okay. But that's not what happened.
Let me hear from the prosecutor and the case manager. This was supposed to be a check-in.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, I actually believe Ms. West is remorseful. I don't believe this was necessarily intentional. I don't know her sanction history, but because I don't know her sanction history, I'm guessing it's not too extensive. I guess I'll rely on Ms. Taylor to give that information, and I would concur with Ms. Taylor's recommendation.
Okay, Ms. Taylor.
I will say that Ms. West has had a few run-ins with testing, but never for a positive substance. It has always been, just issues with her making her scheduled random tests, missing tests and going to test the next day, but she hasn't tested positive, I don't believe, since she's been in our program. So this will be the first positive test with an actual substance. I will say she was very forthcoming today. She didn't deny anything. She immediately had an answer and immediately figured it out. So I would recommend, a verbal warning as a sanction. And then as far as that scram tether that she has, I do recommend that she remains on that. And me and her did discuss the financial issues. I will be reaching out to house arrest to see if she can be placed on some type of payment plan so it doesn't just pile up.
Okay, so you are recommending that she keep the device?
Yes.
Okay, all right, Ms. West, Ms. Taylor is not recommending a sanction. I'm not going to sanction you today, But I am going to just caution you, if you are in doubt about, if you have to ask someone whether or not THC will show up in a product that you want to use, don't use it. The answer is just automatically yes. If you got to ask, if you got to wonder, then don't use it. Don't use it. Just stick with the stuff that you know you've been using, because you've never tested positive for anything. So I'm not going to sanction you today. Let's let this be a learning experience and move past it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so, Ms. Taylor, I don't control, I can't control whether or not they will give her a payment plan, but I hope that you all can work together and see, you know,
What their options are.
Yeah. Okay. How does that sound? Miss West?
That sounds good. It's better.
All right. Very good. Okay. Anything else asked to Miss West?
No,
No.
Your Honor.
Oh, Judge.
All right, Miss West, do you have any questions or concerns you want to raise with the team?
No, not at this time. That was it.
That was it? All right. Then I'm going to give Miss West a face-to-face date of October 11th, 2023, and that's going to be at 1:30 p.m.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I got it now.
You got it?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
All right, very good. Listen, I don't want you to get discouraged from this, Miss West. You've done a lot of great work, so I want you to keep moving forward, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
All right, awesome. If nothing else, have a great week and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. I still have for the specialty court, Wednesday specialty court, Calvin King. Was Mr. King supposed to be on my docket today?
Your Honor, I don't think so. I think this may have been something that we didn't take off from the last time. Mr. King is in compliance, no issues at this time. So yeah, I would just recommend pushing him out and adjourning this matter.
Miss Matt, can you see what Mr. King's next court date was, if he had a future court date in the system, please? And while she's doing that, Lord Harris, where is Lord Harris?
Your Honor, I'm not sure where Mr. Harris is. I'm pretty sure that it must just be some form of miscommunication, given that today's a Monday. There are no issues with Mr. Harris at this time, and he is in compliance. So I would also, he's in phase 1.
Yeah, I need to see him because I have to see him every 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, I will give him a call. I'm pretty sure it's just probably some miscommunication on his part, but I will give him a call and tell him to zoom on.
All right, wonderful. Thank you.
Judge,
Yes.
I did look up, Mr. King, and I did have a note on here for him to be on for today, but I think the previous date we had on and you changed it, it was supposed to be October the 9th. But then you changed it to October the 2nd, so I don't know which one.
I counted out too far. And so what phase is Calvin King in?
He's in phase 2, Your Honor.
Okay, why don't you do a face-to-face with him today? And we'll keep him on for the night.
Will do, Your Honor.
I had counted out too far. So for Mr. King, case number 210-454-1701, he will have a face-to-face with Mr. Green on today, and I will see him on October 9th, 2023, and that should be at 8:35 a.m. All right. And then Ms. Mack, on my revised schedule, I still have one case for Mr. Woods that still shouldn't be on. Is that correct?
I believe that is correct. I'm double checking my other notes here. That is correct. Yes, yes, that's correct. It should have been removed. He has a court date on October the 6th, face-to-face with his case manager.
All right, very good. Thank you. And so I also have a Holita Austin that was adjourned to pay SP 147-73971. Did that individual pay?
I'm double checking now. They had not paid before now, but let me just make sure. And they have not paid, Judge.
All right, if we're gonna reinstate the original charge and it will be I'm sorry, default judgment. And then as to the remaining two matters, which would be SP 147-73972 and SP 147-74141. Both of those, I think those are also civil infractions. Is that correct?
No, Judge, the 4141 case is a misdemeanor.
Oh, that was amended to improper plates. So that will be a capias. And that would be a bond of $25 cash or surety. And then the other matter should be a civil infraction. Is that correct? So a default judgment would be entered.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. So team, that leaves me with the following people at 2:00, unless they can get here, unless we can get on earlier. I don't know, because there's information the case managers have to get for me. Curtis Smith, Anthony Maddox, Rondell Pointer, and Tamisha White, Kathy Clerk, and Lord Harris. That's for the Wednesday court. And then for today's docket, today's specialty court, I have only one person, and that's Lewis Johnson. Has he entered the courtroom?
He has not entered the courtroom, Judge.
All right. Miss Mack, did you see the correction I made to the order you sent me?
Yes, did you want me to send it for you to look it over again?
No, you're good.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna send it, Mr. Green, I'll call you in a couple seconds about that order.
Okay.
Okay.
And Your Honor, just another a word on Mr. Harris. He didn't answer the phone. Can we just push him out to 2 p.m. today, and hopefully I'll have contacted him?
Sure. That
Okay.
works perfectly. Lord
Thank you.
Harris, I'll put him on at 2 p.m. as well. All right. Very good. Okay. Mr. Yancey, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, I want to do a warrant. I informed him about coming in. I was crystal clear about him coming in. Contacted him the evening of the 29th. I was off work, but he understood that he needed to come in today, talk to his significant other. She said she told him twice, including this morning. He was supposed to be on his way, but I think he has some reservations and purposely did not come in.
All right, then I'm going to call case number ZA082531 for Lewis Edward Johnson. Mr. Johnson was scheduled to come into court for 8:45 a.m. this morning. He has at least one missed screen. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Yes, and so he has failed to appear, and Mr. Yancey is asking for a warrant. Any objection?
No, Judge.
No objection, Judge.
All right, then I'm going to issue a warrant. The bond will be set at $5,000 cash or surety. And then hopefully Mr. Johnson will get back on course because he was doing well. I don't know what's going on, but he was attempting to do well and making some progress.
Yes.
All right. Am I missing anything else? Let me ask the question. I'm going to go off live for now because we're not due back on until 2.